Kansas City Chiefs. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Cook. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On second down, it's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. From the gun, Jackson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 17 there, and that'll bring up fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Back to Taylor on first down. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. The give to Taylor. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The kick is
and his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
7. Raiders nothing. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he completes it to Westbrook. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Michael Dixon set to...
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On third down, Mayfield able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Taylor. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. These two teams all tied after 1-7. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Alert, 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 alert.
Shoot, watch the shoot.
Hey, alert 33.
On second down now, it's Taylor. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They'll run with Taylor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up second down. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
10 at the 12-yard line.
Taylor. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Flush to his right. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
Third down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 50-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Mayfield now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Slap, slap, slap.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's the Chiefs punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun, dancing to his left. Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
1st down and goal.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now a timeout taken.
Line of scrimmage.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's get that ball. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tim Patrick in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation,
he's got a man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. On the draw is Taylor. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Again, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
From the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. By Calais Campbell. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. On the return is Pettis. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me wasn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle carries.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what.
Now Cook hit when he launched the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Raiders.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
The extra point.
They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Just like that.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home,
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield being chased out left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
King.
Check 50.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Mike 50.
Check tight.
Here's Mayfield. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Taylor. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson setting up the screen for Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jackson now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Steps away to his left. The open man is Westbrook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Chiefs 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game. And at the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get this one to Patrick. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
He's back to throw.
30-yard line.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Mayfield to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
56. Cut. 56 for Mike. 56 is regular. 56 for Mike. 56. Check 56.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play.
56 for Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup.